If we're being honest and transparent, you want me to be honest? Yes?
Sure.
I don't think I could ever be into you because of what you said that was inside of like one of the clips. You see one of the clips of the last conversation we had?
No.
It's like Zonia posted it. I don't think I could ever be interested in you because you say that you have a desire to make men obsessed with you.
Oh. Well, not that you ever... first of all, I flirt with you because it's, like, fun. Not because I'm actually... This is a really awkward conversation to have, like, live. But I'm not... I, like, don't actually want to have sex with you. But I think it's fun to, like, flirt. I think it's... Especially as, like, creators, I think it's fun to just have that sort of, like, back and forth, you know what I mean?
Nah.
But... If you would like me to stop doing it, I'll stop doing it. I've not, I haven't DM'd you, I haven't, like, done any... It's sort of just, like, a thing... I don't know, it's like entertainment, and also it's just, it's fun and it's friendly. But with with that video, in its full context, I was talking about how most of my life, or most of my dating experience with men was like a performance. So I would become like the perfect porn star, like the perfect porn star, the perfect woman. It wasn't like I want to make men obsessed with me so I can manipulate them and take them and their money or do whatever. It was actually, it was like very much like why I got out of sex work, which was like, it was just like empty. Like I just felt empty making myself a person who like I wasn't. And I actually talked about this a couple days ago on stream with someone, but I realized I'm turning 25 in a couple months, and I realized that I had my first boyfriend at 15. This is gonna get like way too therapy, but whatever, let's go for it. But I'd realized for 10 years I had spent my life completely molding myself for male validation and like not developing my own like interests. I dropped out of school, all because I like had to find like a husband. Like I had to find someone. I think it was very like ingrained through my mother and through her mother that I like just had to find a man, and so my whole life became about finding a man and then molding my personality to fit whoever that man was. I think that's probably why I get really comfortable in conversation, just because maybe I am sort of like a social chameleon. But it's like Zonia took that out of context to make me sound like manipulative. Zonia also said that I killed my cat, so like I think there's more going on there. But I understand not trusting me because of that. But with the full context, I think it's actually a little more melancholy and pitiful. I think it comes off as pretty desperate and pitiful, actually. I don't think I come off as, like, powerful.
Okay.
But, like I said, I'm not trying to...
So you don't have a desire to make random men obsessed with you?
I mean, I have that desire, because that desire felt like love to me. Like, making men obsessed with me means that they're paying attention to me, which feels like love. I don't have that desire to make men obsessed with me because I, like, want something other than, like, just, like, what I didn't get from my parents, pretty much, I think.
So you do want men to be obsessed with you, it's just not for some, like, overarching malicious reason.
Sure. Yeah, I think that, I mean, yeah, I think that when you focus on it, I mean, I won't cope. Yeah, like, I do like my partners to really, really like me. I think that most people probably do. I think that most people really like attention and validation. And I think that because I've spent so much of my life focusing on that, yeah, it has sort of become like an interest of mine to, yeah, I like people liking me. And I like people liking me a lot.
Why?
I think I have pretty low self-esteem.
You do? Or sorry, I said that in a matter-of-fact way. I meant as a more question. You do?
I think sometimes. I think sometimes. I think that now that I'm older, now that I'm like in my mid-20s, I feel way more confident. But I think maybe before like 2 years ago, before COVID, extremely low self-esteem. Like just extreme. Like the bar is in hell. Like.
Why do you have low self-esteem?
I was not raised. I was like pretty neglected as a kid. I like wasn't paid attention to a lot.
No. We can order food.
So I think that's probably why.
Yeah, what
I'm
about
also
like...
just, I don't know. I think when you're socialized as a woman, and especially in my family, to really seek male validation, I think that becomes sort of like, I think that our parents sort of give us some of their interests, or like press their interests on us, especially as a woman. So yeah, I don't know. And I think like from a very young age, like you probably heard like, oh, you're so smart, or oh, you're so like focused, or things that like were very human, like very like good person things, like validation that like your parents say, or your grandparents say, your aunts and uncles are like, oh, he's so smart, you know, like when you're a kid, like you're so precocious, you're so smart.
I got smart, tall, and handsome.
Okay, well I mostly got pretty.
Okay.
So then that became sort of like, I was like, okay, if I'm pretty, then I have to be pretty. If I'm pretty, then I have to be the prettiest. If I'm pretty, then I have to be the most fuckable. It became like my identity in a really pathological and destructive way, I think.
Okay. And hold on. Fruity Clorox. Fuck you. I'm not doing that. I didn't pay me $100 and maybe. But sorry. So how do you think you're gonna stop being insecure? Do you think you can? How are you gonna find self-esteem?
I don't think I'm not insecure anymore, actually. I think that I struggle a little bit, just old muscle memory stuff. But I actually think that I am doing pretty good, and I think it's because I found more interests. I think I'm starting to center other things in my life other than like male validation and how fuckable I am. I think I'm starting to be like, I'm starting to read more about feminism. I'm trying to put purpose in my life that isn't like fruitful, narcissistic things. Like I'm fruitless, narcissistic things. I'm trying to like, even if you don't agree with the whole like feminism thing, I like having like a purpose and a message.
Sure, because I feel like at least for me growing up, as well as potentially many other men, it wasn't about physical appearance. It's about what we monetarily provide to other people around us.
Totally.
And so it just goes kind of in, I mean, we should have a similar journey, but not, or a similar destination, but not a similar journey, right? So you're going to have to unlearn valuing yourself on the basis of your physical appearance, and I have to unlearn valuing myself on how much money I can put.
How useful you are. How useful you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's why I'm a gender abolitionist. I think that these roles are really harmful.
Yeah, I think they're pretty harmful. I agree. But
and I think it can be I think it can be very insidious for women, and I think it can be very insidious for men as well. Like the usefulness in general, especially like, I don't know, you're someone who is autistic. That's probably been a struggle for you.
I was memeing the entire time. I have no actual diagnosis.
Oh. I didn't think that you were autistic. I think that you are weird though. In a good way. I just acknowledge that.
I don't care that
Pixies
you say shit.
But okay. I hope that you didn't take offense to that. I think that you're weird in a neutral way. I think you're just a little odd. Maybe a little I think that you're very logical. I think that you're not very emotional, you're very logical, and that comes off as having kind of odd social skills. Sorry if that's offensive.
I feel like I'm talking like, I feel like you're trying to like SJW me now. I don't care. I don't care about like, if it's really not that like I don't mean to offend you. You don't have to do that. It's not that big unless you just
I'm sorry. I thought that okay. Well, Pixie, I thought that you'd brought.
Do you feel like I said that
so
aggressively?
Speak for you.
What I just said. Do you feel like I said that aggressively towards you? Like I was condemning you?
No.
You had like a reaction, like you felt like I was just like yelling at you. You're like, I'm sorry. Maybe I am autistic.
No, I might have done that. Sorry. I might have done that. I'm very expressive. I'll try to be less expressive like you.
Yeah, I think that's yeah. So wait, you no longer have low self-esteem, you believe? You have high self-esteem.
I have normal self-esteem right now, probably.
So if I called you ugly,
average.
how would that
If you call me ugly,
Yep.
I think it would hurt.
It would?
Yeah, but I don't think I would care that much. Like, I think, I don't know. Well, this is a personal example. But when people started, well, this is a very poignant example also. When people started, like, when DGG started spamming me with pictures of me without makeup on, at first it really hurt. But then it was, like, exposure therapy. And now I, like, don't care at all. Like, I'll start streams, I'll do streams completely makeupless, completely whatever now. And I don't actually
You're
care
talking about the
anymore.
one with your eyes really like that? The other one?
Oh, no, not that one. I actually don't think I look that bad in that picture.
Oh, okay.
But there's other ones. There's the one in my, the header that they screen grabbed from whatever that used to bother me. But I don't feel that anymore.
You're gonna make
I think that
everybody in chat
I'd
look
rather
this up.
be smart now.
Huh?
Huh?
I said you're gonna make everybody in chat look this up now.
Oh, it's in my Twitter header. It's me.
Oh,
holding
it's
the
in your
phone.
Twitter header?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I took it back. I reclaimed it.
Mm-hmm.
that was gonna be an awful joke. Never mind.
Okay.